some math on the condoms. This is from Clint Russell. Bulk condoms at 25 cents each, and you can get them for 10 cents each on eBay. Chinese condoms, maybe they'll leak. I don't know. The Chinese want more people. 25 cents per condom, $50 million. That's 200 million condoms. In Gaza, there's 2.1 million people. Half of them are kids. Half of them are men. Half their kids.
Very, very young population.
Roughly 500,000 men of like 18 or older. So that's what, 400 condoms per person that they're sending? What in the hell? I mean, maybe you'll use like 13 in a year, 25 in a year, 40 in a year if you're lucky.
That's not even taking into account.
Sorry to interrupt, Penny.
That's not even taking into account whether or not condoms are haram or halal, right? Like if the religion says, hey, because if like devout Catholics, that type of birth control is off limits. That is a sin, like to use that. And I'm not saying that I'm some kind of expert, but if they do look at birth control the same way that, or in a similar fashion to traditionally religious Jews and traditionally religious Christians, and all indications by the size of the families is probably that they do look at birth control as a bad thing and condemn. God doesn't approve. What is the point of sending these condoms? Sending that much money in condoms at all if it's not going to endear the population to the United States?
Who owns a condom company is what I want to know. And who's making money off of this?
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me. We're clearly not being really careful about how we try to win the hearts and minds. 400 condoms per adult male. I mean, if we also provided a way for them to use them, we might win some hearts and minds, right? But like you said, how do you even use that many condoms? How did we justify this internally? We're going to spend $50 million on condoms, right? But we can't take care of our own people in LA. We can't take care of our own people in North Carolina. We can't take care of our own people in Florida, but we can send $50 million in condoms to Gaza.
I'd love to see the books on what they're spending, because they might have been spending $3 per condom to some company to make sure that the company gets the profit because the guy knows a guy that knows the guy. I want to see the books on that because that's where the corruption really gets exposed.
Why are the Democrats trying to keep the Gaza populace down? Why they're trying to keep them at a certain, give them condoms. You have sex and you don't have kids, so they're trying to make the population not increase. What's going on with that? There, Democrats.
I was actually going to say the same thing Penny said. Like, how do we tell someone in North Carolina who's living in a tent, literally living in a tent on the snow-covered ground, hey, listen, enjoy that tent, but we're sending $50 million over to Gaza so that people can have sex safely, just enjoy that tent for now. We're not going to do anything about it. We're not going to send you trucks or anything. We're not going to do, but people in Gaza are having safe sex. Like, how do we who has that kind of conversation in Biden's administration?
Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, there's the idea that, or there's a consistent refrain that you hear from people about, if you have funding and you don't spend all of it, you're not going to get as much next time. So it might be that they did pay $3, $4, $5 a condom. Everyone remembers stories of, $35,000 toilet seats or $15,000 hammers in the military because the budget has to be spent, because if you don't spend the money next year when it comes time to get the budget, then they're going to cut your budget, and it might be that you actually need it because you don't have, year over year you might have different needs. So if the government is still behaving like that, right, and I see no reason to think that they don't. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Then who knows how much it cost? They were actually paying per condom. Maybe they only sent 500,000 condoms, and that was
golden condoms, dude.
And that's part of the reason.
Like diamond studded.
Yeah.
Sorry, made a mistake on that design.
What kind of condoms are these?
I know, right?
Like they guide your baby batter over to the reservoir and just hold it there for
magnetic
a while.
Condoms.
What are we doing?
I don't know, and I didn't actually look, but I didn't actually look in depth at this, but I did see that there were people that were alluding to the possibility that they were using condoms, that they would use condoms to fly bombs or like grenade size, those kind of bombs into Israel. Which, look, yeah, okay, here we go.
Oh yeah, packing explosive fluid inside of something.
I don't know if this is real.
It's really loud.
I don't know that those look like condoms. Okay.
Dude.
So they're filling them with helium and
Yes.
Oh, they're
I mean, look, look, regardless of anyone's opinion on the situation in Gaza, it's undeniable that Hamas uses whatever they can get their hands on, right? Like there's the
water pipes.
People complain so frequently about no water in Gaza. But the reason they have no water is because I guess the UN went in and built all this plumbing, and Hamas took the plumbing to use them to launch rockets. They took the tubes, the pipes, and they turned them into makeshift rocket launchers so they could shoot missiles or shoot rockets into Israel. So it wouldn't, as much as I don't know if this is actually true, it wouldn't surprise me.
That's like some prison invention. You know,
Well,
we're gonna take the plumbing and make rockets out of it.
Right?
it makes no sense that they're using 400 condoms per adult male, so they got to be using them for something, right? I mean, maybe it is this.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.